And so, on some stats, USIMAMANE's rise is beginning to show signs of a rapper whose future in South African hip-hop is already cemented, as his numbers show no signs of stopping. With millions of streams already accumulated and daily streams most rappers can only dream of. To start, his overall streams on Spotify have surpassed 10 million, recently topping 11 million in the last few days. To give you some perspective, he's already neck to neck with Lucas Raps, whose presence in SA hip-hop dwarfs that of USIMAMANE. And given their difference in daily streams, USIMAMANE may have twice, if not thrice, the number of streams that Lucas Raps has by the end of this year. His monthly listeners alone are 3 times that of Lucas, being over 200,000, and he has maintained listeners over 200,000 for at least 3 months. But of course, the question is whether or not the rapper will be able to sustain such numbers. His name alone is seemingly doing well in as far as the algorithms are concerned, because his featured songs are also clocking huge numbers on various DSPs. With regards to radio, close to 2 months ago, he seems to have had a US radio debut, but more impressively, he seems to have consistent plays in the UK, with Pi Radio being the #1 station that plays him the most. However, to give a disclaimer, there may be radio stations in Africa or South Africa that may have topped Pi Radio in terms of plays, but due to inconsistencies in reporting, such data may not be available, and the top 2 radio stations are based on data from the last 28 days. He currently has 3 songs with 1 million streams on Spotify, with his song Cheque still leading the pack. The majority of his listeners are in South Africa, with Johannesburg as always leading the pack, followed by Durban. In Africa, countries like Zimbabwe, Namibia, Kenya, Zambia, and Nigeria are showing promise for growth. Outside of Africa, we have LA, Miami, and New York, with some cities in the UK, but they seem to regularly fluctuate below the threshold required by Spotify to report. His average streams per listener in the last 28 days was over 8. Which is extremely healthy for a rapper. And when it comes to Apple Music, USIMAMANE currently has 5 different songs on the charts, with Cheque leading the pack and a tie between QUO and Imali by Mash Beats and Words. But as said before, the big debate is whether or not this rapper will be able to keep his listeners satisfied, and whether or not the controversy surrounding his name won't affect his numbers. Because as you may know, he dissed Blackie and pulled a J. Cole last minute, which has divided some fans because some of them call him weak and no longer take his utterances that serious, whereas some just don't care about that and only care about the music, as well as suggesting that it may have been a career-saving move by avoiding conflict with Blackie. But of course, you guys have to tell me which side you're on. And the artist sponsor for this video is TempoRSAs, emerging from the vibrant music scene of 043, and he's quickly becoming a name to watch in the hip-hop space. Known for his dynamic flow and emotionally charged lyrics, he combines old-school rap influences with a fresh, innovative sound, and his storytelling captures the struggles and triumphs of growing up in the city, resonating with a wide audience. If you guys want to check out his music as well as his socials, the links will be in the description.
Like a mirror, I'm just facing me. I see clearer when I'm feeling geek. Something happened to her when I speak. So the quiver like she getting weak. I just told her to take a seat.